Because if McLaren, Ferrari, anybody else is going to take the challenge to Red Bull, they need to start doing it now, because this weekend represents over a third of the way through the season, a season that will not feature a Bahrain Grand Prix.
8 days ago, Formula One was back making headline news.
Organisers say the Bahrain Grand Prix will go ahead later this year, despite the ongoing unrest and violence in the Gulf state. There was more shooting on the streets today.
The upheavals of the Arab Spring reached Bahrain in February, shortly before the Formula One season started.
The best evidence is that there's been a brutal suppression with the aid of troops coming in over the border. They've arrested a whole lot of people from the circuit itself. A lot of the doctors and nurses who treated the injured have been locked up.
So on the 21st of February, Bahrain's Crown Prince withdrew the race from its slot as the season opener. But it was always postponed rather than cancelled. And on the 30th of May, the FIA sent their vice president to see if Bahrain was safe enough to reinstate the race.
The report is quite clear. Carlos Garcia saw a very stable situation, a very quiet situation.
I'm afraid the person he sent, Carlos Garcia, a very nice man, he's been head of the Spanish Federation for ages, but he speaks no English and he speaks no Arabic, and he was taken round by representatives of the government. So of course he gets the impression that they want to give him. It's not in any way a proper look into the situation in Bahrain.
Publicly, the teams only objected to the race's reinstatement on logistical grounds, but their disquiet was enough for Bahrain itself to withdraw from staging their Grand Prix this season.
Well, basically we took the calculated decision that we didn't want to cause any more inconvenience to the teams. Their schedules that have been set already towards the end of the season, and being a long-term player in the F1 arena, we decided to withdraw or stop the pursuit of our race for this year and focus on next year's calendar.
The Middle East is important for Formula One. McLaren is part-owned by Bahraini investors. Mercedes GP have involvement from Abar of Abu Dhabi, and Ferrari, Williams and Toro Rosso also have links with the region.
Did we have any pressure from anybody? The answer is no. It was no pressure.
Nothing to do with money at all. Nothing in any shape or form.
Sport should not be involved with politics. Sport should be taken as a medicine, and a medicine to consolidate people working and fighting together for the good cause and for the good moral.
The only driver who made any public comment about racing in Bahrain was Mark Webber. Why do you think you were the only driver who spoke out?
Don't know. I wasn't looking for any praise or response. It was just, people asking me always about what's going on there. And as I say, my opinion didn't really change since February. So, yeah.
You know, we're a sport at the end of the day, and we're a Formula One racing team. So it's not down for us to have an agenda or a strong opinion in one way or t'other.
I think we can't cancel forever our presence in Bahrain. I mean, it's not because some political or ethical big issue happens that we need to simply drop them out of the calendar for the rest of the existence, you know.
Why was F1 so keen to put it on again this year?
I think it was born not of money or greed or any of the things that people might want to characterise. It was born of an enthusiasm for motor racing, a passion to hold a Grand Prix, and I think that clouded the decision-making process.
But that didn't address whether it was right to go there on principle.
Well, again, I don't think we're a sport. At the end of the day, we're not. You start taking a discussion about, what countries have got what level of human rights record. Then maybe we've got to address all sorts of things on our calendar. And I don't think, I'm not qualified to do that. I don't think anyone in this sport is. It's not our job.
Well, we got there.